Hey guys, it's Alli, and I'm doing my reading vlog. I didn't do a reading vlog last week because I was just reading Elantris, and I felt like it was going to be fairly boring, so I just thought I would combine last week's with this week's and give you just all-inclusive the last week of July reading vlog and the beginning of August. So it's Monday, and I have a lot of errands to run today, but I have about 250 pages left of this, so I'm going to do as much reading as I can today. I may not have a whole lot of time, but I do plan to finish this tomorrow if I can't finish it today. So I probably won't have time to check back in today on it, but I will check back in tomorrow and let you know how it goes. Hey guys, it's Tuesday, and I just finished Elantris. Finally, I know that so many people have been waiting on me to finish this, and I finally did it, and I absolutely loved it. It is definitely a 5-star book for me. I thought that it was wonderfully done. I love the characters. The characters are so well built up in this story, and you get so invested in them. Even, like, the bad guys, you're invested in them and their stories and, like, what they're doing and why they're doing it, and the world building was so deep and intentional, and I really enjoyed learning about the political system and the magic system and the build up from the beginning to what's happening, and every time I thought I knew what was happening or what was about to happen, it went a different direction completely that would just throw me off base, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. I thought that it was wonderful, and I hate that it took me so long to get through it, but man, I was just not feeling some high fantasy recently, but I am so glad that I binge read this as much as I did today and knocked it out, because it is so good. I cannot express how much I love this book. And also, the definitive edition has some additional information about the original writing of the book, so that was pretty cool too. I have started some buddy reads now. I've got Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas, and I am just a few pages into this. I just started it. One complaint I do have about this book right now is that it's a lot of info dump at the beginning, and it's a lot of info dump that's hard to follow because it's got so much information in it. It's like you'll have present day plot for a few lines, and then it'll just info dump for a couple paragraphs. And the info dump doesn't seem like it's necessary information right now to be throwing at the reader at the very beginning and like within the first 20 pages. And it's honestly a little bit confusing. I can't remember all of these people, and the way that the government is supposed to run is a bit confusing. I'm hoping that it comes together more in future pages. I've been told that it does a little bit later on, so I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens with this one, but I am enjoying the story. So there's that. It's just a little bit confusing, I would say. The info dumps, at least. I will be starting Skyward. I don't know if I'll be starting this today, maybe tomorrow, but I'm going to read a little bit of each of these every day because I want to make sure that I stay on top of these books. They're kind of thick, so I need to read a little every day. And then I have Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, and I am about 15 pages into this. I'm really digging it. I like the story a lot. It kind of sucks you in the beginning, it's like in the past. The first chapter is the past, and it sucks you in from there, and then you flash forward to the future, and you start to question the truth behind whether the house is actually haunted or not immediately. And then you flash back to the past, and you see her father's perspective, and it just goes back and forth like that so far. And so far, I'm really enjoying this one, so I can't wait to see what happens. I've heard this one's fantastic, so I'm excited to continue forth. This is my first Riley Sager book. I have more books by the author, but this is the first one that I've read, so we'll see. I'm enjoying it so far. And as for Tuesday, that's about all for today, so we will check back in I will check back in. It's been a long day, and I'm tired, so please mind the ramblings of a crazy lady who hasn't had much sleep. I'll check back in tomorrow. Hey friends, it is Saturday. It's Saturday. I can't keep up with the days. It's been a hectic week. I haven't got to do a whole lot of reading the past few days. I've had doctor's appointments and just stuff going on, so I'm not. I didn't check in because there was not really a whole lot to check in with. So I thought I'd check in now so I could get this posted up tonight and have it up on time tomorrow for like the first time. Maybe ever. Hopefully not ever. I don't mean that. So I did pick this up from a used bookstore. It's In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware, and I haven't started it yet, but I'm anxious to. It's not super long, and it sounds really good, and I've heard that her writing is good, but then I've heard kind of mixed reviews on this specific book, so I might pick this up and see about it. I don't know. I'm in the middle of some buddy reads, and so I'm on the fence about it right now, but I kind of want to jump into it. I'm really into thrillers right now, and I kind of want to see if this one's any good. As far as Riley Sager, I've read some more on it. I'm about 40 pages into this, and I really, really like it. I love the atmosphere that's built because you don't know what's true and what's not true. And so now we're diving headfirst into, well, we're going to find out. And I really like that. I like the spooky atmosphere. I like that you don't know if the past narrator is the one who's telling the truth or the present narrator. And I'm just really excited to find out what's going on with that one. I started Skyward. I'm about 20 pages into this. I'm going to read 20 more pages today. My husband and I are reading this one together, if you didn't see my past videos. And I'm really liking it. I think that it's going to be really good. I don't really have a lot to say about it right now because I'm not far enough into it to really make judgments. But so far, I am liking it. And that's the most important part. And then a little further in Crescent City, and I'm still liking it as far as the story goes, but it's still kind of frustrating because, like, there's so much cursing, and trust me, I've had the mouth of a sailor in the past. I understand it. I get it. But I don't like seeing as much cursing as there is in this book because I just don't feel like it's necessary to get a point across for the narrator to be cursing. Like, the characters, that's one thing because, you know, they're supposed to be gritty characters. This is urban fantasy or whatever the case may be. But, like, the narrator to be cursing because, like, the ideas are coming from one of the people's heads, I'm not sure. But it's still enjoyable, and I'm still liking it. So I think that I'm 40 pages into this one as well. Roundabout, something like that. Maybe a little bit further. But I'm still enjoying the story. We'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be kind of hit or miss. I'm just going to have to really get into the meat of the story before I decide how I'm really feeling about it. But that's all that I've read this week. It's not been a whole lot, but I'm just kind of slowly picking away at a few different stories, and so far I'm liking what I'm reading, and I look forward to reading more in the days to come. I feel like this was kind of boring. If it was, I'm sorry. If you have read any of these books and you'd like to chat about them, drop me a comment down below, and I'll talk to you. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later.